Hello, I'm Martin Fencka and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Civilization 5 as the Inca. In the previous episode we restarted the Let's Play and I gave you guys three new maps where we could start the new Let's Play, and you decided that we are going to play on the first one. It was pretty one-sided and very quick. Actually, the voting was over pretty much in like 2 hours, and this map got maybe 80% of the votes. So here we are, and because of the way how I restarted the Let's Play, I had some more time than usual to check the starting location, so I stared on this map for a while, and I noticed some quite important things. I was pretty convinced that I'll start right here, even though it's a hill without the forest. The starting location is pretty good, but then I noticed this being a forest hill, has actually two lake tiles, because you can see the coast just goes north. Here you can see it. The lake doesn't end here. So we won't be losing on lakes on this tile. Also, we won't be losing a river. This is a river here. And we will gain the forest. And for me, if I can, I do start on a forest hill. The initial production that you get from the forest is so important. I'll be losing the copper, but I'm willing to live with that. We can just grab the copper with the second city or third city. It should be fine. And also, we'll be starting a bit farther away from those gems. But I won't... or don't want to work those gems early on anyway. So by the time we want to start working these two tiles, we should have them. I think the worst case scenario, I can just buy this tile, and then our borders should grow this way naturally after that. So that's not the end of the world. As long as those gems are in the range of the city, we are fine. Before I 100% go for this tile, we still can explore a little bit, and I will use the ability to move on mountains to see what's on the other side of this range. So let's check what we have here. And there's actually wheat and another lake. So, and by the way, this is also in the range. It's not that important because by the time the border grows all the way to this lake and the wheat, it probably won't matter that much anymore. But this is pretty good. And it almost looks like the lake just goes farther north. So we can potentially have like 4+, 5+ lake tiles with wheat that on the river should be 4-1, with granary 5-1. Less production, that's for sure, until we grab those gems. But I think I, especially now, prefer this tile over this one. Yep, let's go. Okay, we can scout even more, just see. There are just some hills. I like that there's another mountain, and another mountain is in the range. It's a sea. If I go this way, I won't see anything. But if I go this way, maybe I'll be able to see these tiles. And yeah, that's a sea. We have the option to start our capital on the coast here. This is a forest hill. But the question is that worth it? Pretty sure that the coast goes this way. Probably like this. But the thing is, you'd be losing so many lakes. You would have the first tile to work would be fine, but then everything else would be horrible. And also we'll be losing on multiple hills, I mean mountains, and in this situation, I definitely want to get the mountain pantheon. Doesn't have culture, but with so many mountains, I think it's worth it. So the lake ends here. Problem is, I have to decide now. I can't like check this tile, see what's around it, and then decide. It would just delay me by another turn. And that's unnecessary delay. Maybe I would do that on Marathon, where you have more time. I would just wait one more turn, check this tile, then decide, but not on Epic. Okay, let's do it. Let's start here. I really want those lakes. And another thing is, if I started here, I'd lose those gems, and that's probably the deciding factor. Yep, start the city. And this will be easy, just keep blocking those lake tiles. Now, because I want to get that mountain pantheon, I will go shrine into monument. Someone suggested that in comments, and I agree that when you get a starting location like this, when one pantheon is clearly like superior and you want to get it, you may want to go shrine into monument. But you have to remember that when you switch these two things, your wonders will be delayed. But that allows me to switch the tags that I started with a little bit. So, because it will take me a bit longer to get my second social policy for pyramids, what I can do, I still want wheel to get council after the first two buildings. Come on, wrong button. After wheel, I still want pottery so that I can get my settler after council. But because I will have the second social policy delayed, if I go directly into calendar after pottery, I get pyramids before I'll be able to build them. So what I can do is just use that time to get trapping and then go calendar. This way, it's definitely not guaranteed that we get pyramids, but I'm like taking a risk here. Or taking, how do you say it in English? Taking gamble? Taking risk? I'm not sure. But you know what I mean. I'm willing to risk here that the AIs just don't prioritize pyramids, and that I will get the wonder even if I delay it. So we get trapping thirst, and that will give us slingers a little bit earlier. So with Inca, this definitely makes sense. Okay. That's that. And production, shrine, into monument, and then into council once we get the wheel. Everything is locked. Go. Let's try to play a little bit faster now. Probably want to explore. Oh, first let's check this. Oh, there is a crab, and there is an atoll. Let's actually turn off the yields. It's a bit better now, but it's too late to change my mind. Not sure if I would change my mind, even if I knew this. I would still probably stick to this. Losing those mountains is quite a big deal. Because it seems that there is a sea, like, maybe even like this way. Let's actually go south. Check if there is a coast going south. I want to know if at least one side from our capital will be safe. Or if we have AIs on all sides. Which way do we go? Let's jump on the hill. Move that we can still see the coast, but also see as far as possible inland. I have a feeling that I forgot to do something, but this early there probably isn't much I could forget. Hopefully everything is fine. We locked the proper tile. We are working on the shrine first. We have the text queued up and we are exploring, so I think I didn't forget anything. What could be a weakness of this start is that we all lack gold. But, oh hey Monty. I'm not too happy about having Monty this close. This looks like a fortress. I mean, even with the Jaguars, it's probably pretty difficult for Monty to conquer our capital, but we may have to change like the positions of our other cities if Monty is too close and wants to be aggressive, which he probably wants. Okay, let's keep an eye on the Pathfinder. A small trick that works very early, because the Pathfinders of the AIs, at least during the first few turns, tend to go like in one direction away from the capital in like a line. So when you find a Pathfinder very early and can see in which direction he is moving, you can then move the other direction and find the capital very easily. So if he moves this way, the capital should be somewhere here. And if he moves this way, we'll go south. Question is, can I see in which direction he's gonna move? He can just also move this way, and I wouldn't learn anything, of course, when there is water on the map that changes the direction at which the units move. But this works very often, so let's check it. He moved this way. Okay, so we probably want to move... Let's move, like, south. And then back. And I'm pretty sure at some point we will find his capital. Let's use the hill to see as far as possible. And go this way. Oh, and promotion. Nice. Definitely want to move faster through forests and jungles. That's good timing. We can go this way, and I'll probably move like this far and then go back. One more tile. Move to the jungle. Where do we go? And move this way. Oh, do I see a border? I think that's a border. I don't think that's a river. That's way too shiny for a river. Let's see. Yep. And look at that worker. Problem is that Monty is one of the civs that can protect his workers or her workers very easily. I'm not sure actually if a Pathfinder can survive the city bombardment and then the attack from the Jaguar. He could slow down Monty, that would be huge. It's quite close. I think it's worth it. Or if he kills the Pathfinder with the Jaguar, I think he still won't get the worker back, because the garrison stays in the city, right? If he attacks first and then the city finishes off the Pathfinder, we keep the worker. If the city attacks first and then he finishes the Pathfinder with the Jaguar, we keep the worker, because the Jaguar will stay in the city and then we can run away over the hill. Yep, I think this is worth it. Or maybe not. Actually, wait, this is a river. I don't think that this jaguar can attack. This will be interesting. Guess I'll learn something new here. Okay, so my guess would be our Pathfinder survives on, like, I don't know, 10 hit points, and this guy moves closer and we make it out. Let's see if I'm right. Yeah. There goes our Pathfinder. But we kept the worker. That's the important part. I think I'm willing to sacrifice the Pathfinder in exchange for a worker. And losing the Pathfinder means that we get our first warrior earlier because we don't have to pay the upkeep. Go this way. Might be better to go this way, right? Cross the river. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, it's better to go this way. I just have to make it somehow to this mountain. Once I'm there, we should be fine. Remember, we are playing with Raging Barbarian, so moving unprotected worker through this maze of jungles and rivers, that is pretty risky. Yep. I'm gonna have to go this way now. This is bad. I mean, worst case scenario, I can still run here, but through jungles and forests, the barbarian is faster. I want to go away. Good. I can go this way. This is not the hill. Nope, that's grassland. We are 2 turns away from the mountain. Come on. Has to be enough. Might have been better to actually move this way. Whatever. We should be fine. There we go. Hey, Spain. So far, so good. And I'm trying to get to this mountain as fast as possible. Yeah, it looks good now. Okay, great. Now we can queue up the council. Still takes a while to get the Pantheon. Okay, look at the wheat. Losing Pathfinder for the Inca is not the end of the world because your warriors can explore pretty easily with that free movement through mountains and hills. So there is not a huge difference between Pathfinder and Warrior before promotions, of course. I think this was a trade that works quite well. Especially because we managed to steal the worker from Monty. What is this? God King for Spain. Yeah, sure, they can have that. It's not that amazing. Five more turns, then we can get the warrior. Actually, probably more than 5 turns, because now we'll have to pay the upkeep. Oh no. Is monument free? That monument was 1 gold. Monument is free. Okay, just keep blocking those lake tiles. How does it look like with border growth? So now it grows this way. I think I will have to buy this tile. How expensive is that? 70 gold. It's not too bad. Because we want probably to get those lake tiles and then make sure we get the gems. Although 70 gold in our situation. Oh. Let me see. How much are slingers? 150. Actually, may wait and get a slinger. What, like 20 turns, right? More than 20 turns still. Kinda need to explore. That's probably too long. We have to start thinking about our secondary cities. I already like this tile. I noticed that. It should stop Monty from expanding north, at least slow him down. Can nicely block this area. And 1, 2, 3. We can block all of this all the way to this mountain. $131. There we go. Here. Let's go north. Check the coast. And then this way. Oh. Well, basically every tile that we reveal around this hill makes the location better and better. Oh, that's quite a few gems. So maybe start the city here. Excuse me. What is this? It's a lake. Okay. Yep, definitely want to peace out. Let's check this tile. Oh, I think there is a city-state. Yep. But I want to know what's here. We want to start the city on this tile, or maybe even on these gems. It'll still be decent. We go size 4. We want to finish the council. Can we shave one turn off? Nope. After the council, we want settler. Go. Hey, what is this? Not bad. Friendly city-state. It's close. Actually, 2 city-states. That's quite a few barbarians. There has to be, I'd say, 2 camps. Yeah, let's go this way. I don't want to get too close to them. And 12 turns for the settler. Can we use that maybe by a turn? Nope. When we finish the farm, how long? 8 turns. It's still possible that once you finish the farm, that will shave off 1 turn. Okay. There goes the barbarian. Where's the camp? Go this way. What's that? Aztecs started worshipping God of War. Extra city strength and fate for killing units. Well, God of War in combination with Jaguars, that works quite well. I won't be able to run away from the hand axe. Oh, of course, the Spanish Pathfinder can just tank the damage for me. Thank you, Spain. Okay, this is absolutely irrelevant right now. But there is another hand axe. Whoops. Let's go this way, so we can then run away here, maybe. We are playing with Raging Barbarians, so I shouldn't be surprised. He didn't attack? Does it mean that I can just go around the hand axe and he won't attack? Hello. This changes a lot. Because Kilimanjaro might be one of the best wonders you can start next to. And I think we have found a location for a second city. Even though I have no idea how the terrain looks like around the wonder yet. Just the wonder itself is just good enough. Scaling pure culture is insane, plus the altitude training actually works a bit differently than it used to, I think. It used to work the way that you moved your units close and you get the altitude training. That was it. Now I think as long as you control the wonder, all your units have altitude training, which is stronger. Okay, how are we doing here? I'd like to see what's on the other side. 3 would start the city here. It would have wheat, it would have marble on top of the wonder, of course. It would have actually the gems that belongs to our capital. think this is worth taking some extra damage. I really want to know what's on the other side. We are 7 turns away from a settler, so we could potentially grab this very early. Yeah. So much for exploring around. We have to move this way now. Okay, let's grab authority. But how are we gonna do it? I definitely want the second city next to the one there. Even if I just work the one there and nothing else didn't allow the city to grow, just work the one there, it's still worth it. And if we can get the pantheon that I'm after, the wonder would be what? 6 culture, 3 faith right away, increasing by 2 culture in every era. Okay, let's move the warrior back. We all heal him up, and then we just go, I don't know, this way and try to see what's here. Yeah, 8 turns away from our pantheon. If we lose a goddess of, what was that? It's in the tooltip here. Goddess of nature? Well, you know what I mean. That pantheon that boosts the wonders. If you lose that, I'm gonna be so mad. This could actually help. The Jaguar could get rid of the brood very easily. Come on, Monty. Help me a little bit. Nope, he's running away. He's trapping. You are done with the farm, which is nice. And well, I want to connect the city here. Let me see. I started the city on the coast. I need to start the city next to the wonder. On a hill, ideally. This would be a beta. Problem is we can't destroy the barbarian camp, so probably doesn't count. Because that would give us the deer. And look at all the deer around here. 1, 2, 4, 5. Our capital didn't get deer. It's just to the north. Still quite nice. 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I definitely have to see what's here. Okay, let's get ready. And I'll start working on the road. I'm pretty sure that if we connect the city, it's gonna be this way, not this way. Six, 7. 8. 7. Okay, it's even shorter. If I want to have the road through the one there. I'm not actually sure if we can build the road through the one there. And no way. I don't want another one. Come on. I can still send the warrior this way now when Monte is helping, but... Go back. I have to keep healing. Oh, look at that. Back. Oh, that's a Stonehenge. And don't tell me that we just lost... No, that's good as a festival. Oh, that's the luxury one. Okay, good. We have 2 turns, or we are 2 turns away from the Pantheon, so be quite unfortunate. I hope that I can make it this way. What do we want now? Slinger. That's what we want now. 17 turns away from calendar. I think we won't get pyramids this time. Okay, now it's time for the Pantheon. And thank you, stupid Polynesian Pathfinder. I wanted to go that way. We could start the city here. Looks like coast. Let me see. Yeah, the coast definitely goes this way. I have to see these tiles. There we go, goddess of nature. +1 faith, gold, and food for every 2 mountains within 3 tiles of a city. We have 2, 4, 6, 7. 7 mountains around our capital. Work. Yeah, with the wonder, this is pretty obvious. At the first part, even when you get a decent starting location, because it doesn't have culture, it's not always the best choice. Sometimes you just have to get the culture. But when you get a wonder and combine it with the second part, it's just so broken. This helps with our income. And I like this. Polynesian Pathfinder blocking the hand axe. Let's see. So what we could do, start the city here, buy this tile. That will allow us to grow to size 2. The second citizen will work the wonder pretty much forever, and we'll still grow. Oh, there's even a fish. Might be even better because it's more food. So instead of buying this, we could buy this. Don't really care about the production early in this city. It's good of commerce. let's see, 25 turns for the next social policy. Down to 9 turns. This is just insane. And how are we doing on religion? 199 to 133. I think we want shrine. I'm even sure that I want a monument with Kilimanjaro. Might just go for a council. And how does it... We actually don't have to worry about buying tiles. With this much culture, the border will grow without any help. I still want the monument. Monument into council. Okay, and I'll make a cut here because now getting a wonder like this completely changes all the timing of everything, and I'll have to check how like the research and the social policies line up if I can take advantage of this and just get something that I usually wouldn't be able to get. And I'll also have to figure out where we get our army, because we are on 1 unit, well, 2 units in 2 turns. But we need more. Okay, so this will be all for today's episode. I think this might be the best start we have ever had because of Kilimanjaro. So definitely interesting, and I'm pretty sure, because the timings will be different, or pretty sure, I think that because all the timings will be different, thanks to the extra faith and culture, we may try something that usually doesn't work. Try to tech up maybe differently, or go for wonders that we usually don't get. We'll see what we can do. I'll have to think about this. It's definitely not something that I'm prepared for. I mean, you don't get Kilimanjaro near your starting location every time, right? But well, for today we are done, so I hope that you like this episode. I hope that you're gonna join me next time again. And until then, have a good time. Bye bye.